Steph, your thoughts on this 2-1 loss here to Portland?
Yeah, difficult loss, high emotions, and maybe I thought we were a bit lethargic in our possession. I think we could have been a bit more aggressive and a bit more just going after them. We were maybe looking for patience, but I don't know if it came across as patience. I think we at times baited them to one side quite well, and then would have good switches, but then stayed on the ball again. Maybe those are for me, at least from the back. I thought maybe those would have been moments where we could have taken it to them and see what would happen. And then we got a couple of chances in the beginning. Maybe it looks different if we score one of those, but or as you expected, a feisty match, and some things that end up happening at the end. There's some things that we need to remember and take with us next time we face them.
It spills over. Is it a derby match, and that's why it spills over, or is things didn't need to happen after the end of that match?
Yeah, like I said, I think for us, looking forward, it would have been nicer to have those emotions come through on the pitch. But yeah, it's a rivalry. There's and when you get taunted by some of their players towards the end of the game, then that's a rivalry. But as I said, I think maybe we need to, instead of it getting feisty when the referee blows the whistle and people go after each other, we need to just remember those moments when we play them next.
You talk about the movement of Fernandez and what makes him difficult.
Yeah, he's a good player. I mean, we've said this before that he's been very good since he's joined the league. One of the better signings, I think, and took care of his chances today. First one, good opportunistic rebound, and second one, I think, smart run, and putting it on frame and getting a good goal. So we knew that he was capable of doing these things. So maybe a bit tighter, maybe bump him off on his runs a little bit more, and just make it a bit a bit harder for him early on to make it uncomfortable for him. I think he had a quite comfortable game, and obviously he's amped for it and ready for it, and he punished us today.
What was the conversation between you and their keeper after the game? It didn't look pleasant.
Oh, I tried to move him away and be a little bit of a peacekeeper. Told him good job, good game, congrats, and stay humble. He thought that he was being humble, and he was not too pleased by me saying he should be humble. But I saw him kind of taunt Roman there towards the end on the field, and that stuff doesn't get all noticed. Like I said, I think everybody saw it, and if he denies it, then whatever, it doesn't really matter in the end. That's what I said. Our squad has to remember those things, and turn them into positives for the next game, and not when the next game's over, but when the next game starts.
Isn't that what kind of happened outside the locker room here when everyone was leaving outside the locker room? Were you guys waiting for him to come out, or did they just come by and say
that's
something?
Just silly, the game's over at that point. Like I said, and trying to get all the guys to come in, and they won the game. What's there to fight for at this point? Let's not be dumb and get silly ejections or other stupid things that will hurt the team. I think the answer to this game needs to come next time we face them, or even in Houston, right? Our next game.
You've mentioned a couple of times about getting to play Portland again in about a month. Are there some things that you recognize that the team could do better for the next time?
I think we were poor in reading switches on their part. For me, I thought they telegraphed their switches, and we were still kind of caught off guard. Mostly, both of their goals kind of come from them switching sides. I think we could have done better in those instances. Maybe engaging a bit earlier, taking care of our chances. Like I said, use those emotions in the proper way, in a way that we can have something at the end to show for.